Everyone else just
Actually, yeah. What is the topic? I need to
Wait,
think.
hold up. I'll be right back.
It's Shibi. So, okay, I'm gonna start now. It's Shibi versus Goku.
All right.
I have Shibi.
Do you want to set some conditions? Because I don't believe a space time is mathematically 40 in the sense that it transcends 3 dimensions.
What do you mean? Jesus Christ.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Because we have relativity, right? Because I see people argue this with characters like Kaguya. They created a space time that way. So she should be 4-dimensional. I just disagree with that. Based off the fact.
That's not going to be my argument.
Okay, so you agree with me then? Yeah?
Not necessarily. I'm just saying that's not my argument.
You don't agree with relativity?
Nigga, what? Jesus Christ. No, I don't agree with your... I don't necessarily agree or disagree with anything you just said. I just don't think it's relevant.
So you're agnostic, okay.
Yeah, I just don't think it's relevant right now. I might become not agnostic later. I just mean it's not really relevant right now. Okay. Are you aware that Shibai is stated to transcend and move to a higher dimension?
Transcend in the sense of what?
Like he literally becomes a 4D being, like existence-wise.
What does it say in the scan?
I can send it. Where is this shit at, bro?
Same higher dimension? I don't think the equivalent to higher dimensional. Okay.
I can send you the raws. I can send you the. Where's just the regular translation at? Hold on. Do you have the scans? You know what I'm talking about?
Wait, hold on. Do you know what your premise is as of now or no?
My premise is just gonna be he's 4D, so he beats Goku.
He's 4-dimensional?
Yeah.
How does that mean? Okay, you know that if Goku, in theory, were to be lower dimensional, he can't interact with a 4D being, right?
Jesus Christ. What do you mean he can't interact with a 4D being?
Because
if Goku is 3D and Shibai is 4D, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so they can't interact with each other. You understand that, yes?
Why can't Shibai interact with Goku?
Because he's a 4th-dimensional being. He exists on a higher axis. What? So anything that is physical cannot.
What does that
I'm explaining it. Anything that is physical cannot be used to contain the said 4th-dimensional property. We're physical in our 3 dimensions.
Yeah, he can. Okay, why does he can't interact with Goku?
If you cannot be expressed by anything which is physical in 3 dimensions, such as a spatial occupant who is 3D because they have a length height, consequentially.
Okay, so I just want to sum up what you just said in simpler terms. Did you just say if you can't exist in 3D, right? That's what you said?
What?
I'm going step by step. I'm going step by step. You said you can't be expressed in a 3-dimensional space. I'm assuming what this actually means. Let me finish, nigga. Damn. What this actually means is that you can't exist in a 3-dimensional space, right?
What?
Did you just say that you just said, can you exist in a 3-dimensional space if you're a 4-dimensional being? You said that can't be the case, right?
3D in the sense of everything is comparable to you, yeah. I don't think you can do that.
Okay, so that's what you said, correct? And then what did you say after that? If
you cannot be existent within the 3D plane, then you cannot interact with 3-dimensional objects.
Why? Okay, why does that part follow?
What? Okay, so you agree with the first part, yes?
I agree that. Wait, no. I just agree that when you're 4th dimensional, you're higher than being a 3-dimensional being. The only part that I agree is that 3D space just can't house a 4-dimensional being entirely.
Okay, right. So if you're encompassed by 3 dimensions, and then the entirety of 3 dimensions cannot express a 4th-dimensional being, then it's logically following that these said 3-dimensional objects cannot not gauge you. I thought that was like
all right. You just repeated yourself 3 times. We can move on.
What? Okay, what's the issue with what I said?
You haven't proved it, gang. I asked you why, and then you just repeated
I'm
yourself.
telling you, right? Because three-dimensional often claim
You're cutting
Your
out.
mic cut out.
that the three-dimensional space contains three-dimensional objects. Yes or no?
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
but
can't.
you just agreed that if you were to be higher dimensional, right? How can you be mathematically gauged by a lower dimension?
One more time. You're cutting out.
Oh my god! If you're higher dimensional, how can you be mathematically gauged by a lower dimension?
That's not. What do you mean mathematically gauged? You're cutting out. I don't know what you just said.
Math, because mathematical space.
What? Okay. What do you mean? What do you mean when you say something can't be mathematically gauged? What does that involve?
If
What does it
everything,
mean to mathematically gauge something?
because if everything that we know of can be applied with empirical evidence, because it does physically exist. That's why we have observation theory. I'm saying that if some
That doesn't answer my damn question, nigga. No. I've already asked you to answer in simpler terms, nigga. No. I need you to explain it in a way that doesn't bring out 4 other ideas of physics. I just give me an example of what it means to mathematically gauge something to begin with.
Empirical observation. That's why we have mathematics. That's what
What
physics
does that
are.
mean, nigga? What does it mean to
Empirical observation. What?
What does that mean in this context? Oh my God! You could have just said to see something, dumbass.
Hold on, no.
Do
you not know what empiricism is? What? That's basic
nigga,
knowledge.
nigga. I don't know what you mean. Rock. I don't know what you mean when you say that. Okay, I have my own definition for what that means, but I just want to make sure that that's what you mean. That's what you're saying. So if mathematically gauged, let me finish. If mathematically gauged is in this context means to just be able to see, I'm like, why the fuck? Why would it follow that Shibi can't interact with Goku?
Because you just said a higher dimension can't interact with a lower dimension.
But that's not what I just said.
What did you just say?
All I said is that you can't see him.
What do you mean can't see him? What? There's other
you
senses.
You said to empirically observe is to see.
But that's why I brought up sensory perception, dude.
No, nigga, you said to see.
Multitude of things. What they both.
Okay, yes, I'm just gonna ask Void.
I said, no,
Void.
You know, sensory perception is interaction.
Shut up, nigga. Shut up, nigga.
Okay. You asked what did he mean by mathematically gauged. He basically you both just went on a big tangent that eventually just led to it means just to see something or observe something. And observing something is considered one type of sensory data.
I think he just brought that up as an example, but his initial claim was interaction. I remember that.
No, but it doesn't matter because his definition of interaction went back to seeing. That's what he said.
Yeah, because that's an example of interaction.
What? Yo, these niggas are retarded.
That's a form of interaction.
Rock. Yeah. It's a form of interaction, yes, but it's a very specific one. If interaction doesn't, hold on, let me finish. Interaction can mean several different things, and it can mean one very specific thing when you talk about it, right? So so interact can mean only see, but it also can mean a lot of other things. If I ask
that's why he said light. It was an example. Sorry to cut you off, but he said light.
It was an example.
That wasn't his sole thing.
Bro, I don't think he ever said like seeing.
I did. That's why I brought up empirical. That's why I asked you, do you know what empiricism is, dude? Holy shit!
Even moving forward, even if you did say that, I don't think you did. Even if you did say that, could you repeat why you think that that means he can't interact with Goku?
Okay, so if you just agree that they exist higher fundamentally because they cannot be expressed by 3D, that's why their axes are so different. And then when you exist on a higher axis, you have an inaccessible gap between the dimensions that exist lower. Yes or no? That's why our concept of length and width is so.
What do you mean? Okay, wait, sorry. Do you mean inaccessible to both sides or inaccessible to 3-dimensional beings?
inaccessible to the lower dimension in the question. That's all I mean.
Okay, so 3D can't reach up, right? Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you agree that 3D cannot reach 2D because if they do, then they have to lower their existence, and the same thing goes for 4D, right?
Okay, hold on. Before we keep going, what is your premise exactly?
My premise for the claim.
No. What is your general premise? Like, what are you trying to? What's your general? Because it's Shibai versus Goku, so I'm confused.
You mean?
Are you going to scale? Where are you? Because if we keep going down this road of logic, then if they can't interact with each other, then they can't fight, and that doesn't mean either of us win. Like, it's just a tie.
Okay, that's why I'm saying that the statement of higher dimension needs more context, because if you accept this methodology, then there is no debate, right? So what does it mean by higher dimension in the first place?
Okay. I'm not. I wasn't. Oh my god. I wasn't conceding to everything you said. I was just confused on what your general premise was. That's what your general premise leads to. Then I think I can just go back to what you were saying before.
I don't.
So what were you saying?
I think you mean trying to reach a conclusion, but I don't. I think you mean hypothesis, right? Because that's different. So I'm trying to reach a conclusion, yes, but the conclusion needs some syllogisms because they're all thesis statements, right? It can't be this one singular thing because that just doesn't add up. So I don't know what you mean by.
Okay, when you say I'm asking you, I guess, what do you think would happen if Shibai and Goku fought? That's my question.
Okay, so a hypothesis, yeah. I really don't know because I don't know the character.
Yeah, I don't. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. What do you think would happen?
I don't know the character scaling.
Nigga. Oh my.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my
hold
god.
Hold on. How the fuck are we in a Shiba against Goku debate?
And you're not answering that question. What the fuck?
Yeah, because I don't know the character scaling, so it cannot be an independent.
Nigga, if you don't, okay, if you're agnostic, I'm not debating you. The fuck?
I'm not being agnostic to the entirety of the debate. Never debated.
Okay,
right?
So do you think Goku? No, do you think Goku wins or not?
I don't. What? Okay, where do you have the character scale?
No. Oh my god. Do you think Goku wins?
I'm asking you, where do you have the character scale?
Oh god. Okay. Hold on. Nightflame.
What do you think wins?
Above Goku? That's vague. Where does that scale?
I don't know. It's above Goku. That's all I need. Jesus Christ. Where do you think? Oh my god. No. We're not. I'm not. No. I'm not going to debate against someone that won't make their position clear. So just answer the question. Where do you think he scales? Or no. Not where do you think he scales. Who do you think would win? I'm not going to fucking go on a long tangent.
Okay, guys, chill. Nightflame, chill. Okay, listen. So the debate that was planned yesterday was Goku against Shibai. Obviously, the assumption was you take Goku, he takes Shibai. I'm pretty sure he even mentioned that. He debates you on Goku versus Shibai. He thinks Shibai wins because Shibai is 4D, and because he thinks higher dimensionality means he can beat the lower dimensionality. That's his general premise, right? If you want to break it into syllogism, he can probably do it and whatever. But if you say I don't have a premise because I don't even know where he scales to begin with, now you're just not taking up that much of a position. Your position should be, I think Goku wins, and then you should explain Goku's scaling, and then you should debunk his Shibai scaling if he tries to scale above Goku. If you don't do this, then we're just going to stay here forever.
Then I'm just not debating you. I'm not debating someone who's agnostic. This shit is cringe.
Okay, I'll just say Goku wins, bro, because niggas don't understand.
Okay, cool. So you think Goku wins? Okay, thank you.
Luis, you fucking suck, bitch.
Is that retarded?
Okay. I don't know why you had to go through that whole long tangent for that bullshit, nigga. But anyway, like I was saying before, okay, it would just be the same. I just wanted to return to the scale because your premise wasn't really clear. So, what are you saying before?
He ascended to a higher dimension where a physical body is required. Isn't required? I don't.
Yeah. If you get the raws, I can send you the raws. Hold on. I can send you the raws, and then the raws make it more clear. He's talking about a mathematical dimension.
mathematically consistent or just mathematically chance? Not the same thing.
Whatever one you think would make him 4D.
But I don't think this makes.
I don't know what you just said.
I don't think 4D inherently.
What do you mean?
Because a dimension within itself, for them to say that if you ascend to this higher dimension in theory, then you're now non-physical, that just doesn't follow because the set higher dimensions in our world are conveyed by a science.
Okay.
A higher dimension is still physical.
In context, he means Jesus Christ. In context, he probably means a third-dimensional physical body, not like he just means he left his three-dimensional body behind.
But how could he justify that?
What do you mean? How could he justify it? What do you mean?
It's just a claim, right? But if the claim were to have a basis and he cannot gauge that, how does that make it reliable?
Well, which part of the claim are you questioning?
Because he says a statement of higher dimensions, and then afterwards he says that a physical body isn't required to reach the set realm.
Yeah, so because no. It's because they found his physical body. They find that.
Okay, so there could be two things. In a sense that he could be cosmologically placed higher in the sense of dimension, because dimension just means coordinate, right? It doesn't have to necessitate a higher dimension from what we're discussing.
Okay, that's why I'm gonna send you the kanji where it specifies a higher dimension in dimensionality, not simply higher in coordinate. That's why I was asking you what you meant. So is that what you're questioning?
Yeah, I don't know. Why would you send that?
Okay, cool. Hold on. I just want to make sure that those are the right ones. I'm gonna ping this nigga Victor. Send these ones. Void, are you in Nirvana?
Hell no. Oh, wait, in Nirvana Victor's server?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Those ones, if you go to a high tier AP, those ones are the ones. I feel like he had more.
What are you looking? Are you looking for the raw for Shibi scan?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I find it.
Bro, why is this nigga Victor?
Oh, shit! Is that Rockestrate?
Yeah.
In the VC, in the digital flesh.
What's up, Papa?
Digital flesh is crazy.
Nothing much.
Flesh.
You know what?
Bro, I got someone you want to debate. You want to debate this kid Mink?
Actually, I mean, I kind of still need to run it with Rockestrate.
Oh yeah, you can get him afterwards then.
Unless he's ducking, of course.
Huh? I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, and then.
I think I found it.
Okay.
So
yeah, I also have.
And nigga, can you guys stop debating in scans? God damn. Damn.
Shit's crazy.
Bro got banned.
Nah, he just left because he got muted by someone.
What's the current debate right now?
It's Shibi versus Goku.
I know who one of those characters are. But
so hold on, that's the kanji. Let me get the scan. Okay. I don't know why that nigga said look at my dude. Okay. So you can see where he says Shinai Ko, which is existence. This is do not require. And Kojin di okay, I'm gonna stop being cringe. Kojin no Sanzi to Soka Shita. It means to ascend to a higher existence.
Ascend to a higher dimensional existence. Okay. And you're saying that they're talking about fucking the scientific dimensions and the way that we're discussing about them?
Yeah.
It is a proof.
What do you mean? Why not?
Because we have different methodologies for the term dimensional.
How? What do you mean?
We have the quantitative measurement, which is what a dimension is. That's why we have these now, right? And then we still have coordinates because that's what dimensional still means. So when you say higher dimensional existence, it just means that the way that they're expressed is separate, right? So I'm asking you, how is this?
What do you mean the way that they are? Okay, Jesus Christ, do you just mean there are two definitions for dimension?
I did not say that.
Well, I'm sorry. What do you mean by they're expressed differently? What else would that mean?
The way that the physical principles could be equivalent to our exact same thing, so that's why it's expressed separately.
Again, do you mean that the definitions are different?
Sure, you can interpret it as
like, nigga, you just need to answer these basic questions. Okay. Okay. Why would they have a different definition for existence or higher dimension in this context?
Okay, that's why I'm like, what does it mean? Because the skin says that you have to create a material body in 3D. But
what I'm sorry, what else would it mean? I'm confused.
I told you.
And what would that be?
Quantitative measurement. That's why we have the term dimension.
What does quantitative measurement mean in this context?
Quantitative measurement in the way that they have a scope of size, because the scan says that they're apparently non-material.
What do you mean?
Where's my controller?
What do you mean they're not? What do you mean? Okay, I'm sorry. Are you just saying that because they say that Shibi doesn't have like a body anymore, that they don't like higher existence in the way that I'm implicating?
It doesn't have to be, no.
Okay. So, like I already addressed this actually. I think we can just move on. Like I said, yeah. Let me finish. Like I said, so like I said, what they were saying is that he moved to a place where he doesn't require a 3D physical body, not necessarily a 4D physical body.
Where does it say that?
Oh my God, that's what they say. Because because I already told you that when they find his body, they mean they find his body and they're like, damn, it's right there. And they're like, okay, well, I guess he just moved to a higher place. Or Amato did, I think. Amato implicates he found his body.
What does higher place mean? That's why
a higher dimensional existence. That's why they say existence. They don't just mean a higher place. Huh?
That doesn't change anything. But they can still be.
It necessarily would, because you're arguing, oh, he could just be like higher in terms of location, but that's not what it says. It says he moved. Let me finish. It says he left his body behind and moved to a higher existence, not just a higher place.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, for when it's not a necessity, if there's different interpretations with what the scan says. But okay.
Why? Why? How valid are the other interpretations?
That's what I'm getting into. For it to say left his physical body behind, right? I'm asking, what does that mean? So when it says higher dimensional, do you mean that it can be ontologically superior in the sense that it's expressed differently because it's unbound by material? Or it doesn't have to be qualitatively superior to these said 3 dimensions?
Yeah, I have no idea what you just said again. Could you say that in simpler terms?
Okay, qualitatively superior in the sense that we define outer universal, that being transcendental towards all of space and time. However,
I don't know what the fuck you just said again.
Did you not hear me, or did I cut out?
No, nigga, I don't know what it means to be ontologically superior in terms of outer versal. I don't know what that means in this context.
Outer universal means where you are ontologically superior to all space and time. Not quantitatively, right? That's what your quality is. That's how you exist as of now.
I'm sorry. What does this mean for what I just said?
That's why when I'm asking you, when it says dimensional, what does that mean? Right? Dimensional, because in the sense that it could be an abstract realm, that's why they say immaterial. It would just be a position, right? So higher dimensional in the sense that it transcended because it's beyond the reach of anything that is physical within science, because space and time is still one object regardless.
Nigga, I don't know what you're saying. I don't understand I just don't get it, bro. Like, could you just explain in simpler terms? Again, could you use like normal man language?
Go point by point. What don't you
nigga, everything, nigga.
Understand a single word? I said superior, bro. What? You don't?
Oh my god.
Repeat it tonight.
All right, try repeating it to that.
I know that's why I just said you repeat yourself. What did you say again?
All right, yeah. So I said that. What does it mean by higher dimensional? In the sense that it transcends these qualities because they cannot be expressed by it, because it's definition of transcendence. But that's not ontologically superior in regards to its quality, right? That's why we have definitions of outerversal, which is being metaphysically superior to all of space and time. However, ghosts by definition is unbound by space and time because they are non-physical, meaning that with some figurative language they would transcend.
Okay, so I'm gonna repeat it to you and just tell me if I'm getting it right. You're saying if it is it qualitative or quantitative transcendence, right?
Qualitative, yeah.
You get that knife? I mean, what qualitative and quantitative transcendence is?
In this context, no.
Qualitative is basically something's quality. An outerversal entity is strong, like qualitatively superior to a dimensional entity by virtue of being unbound by a dimensional entity's, properties, spatial.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. You probably could have just said an outerversal being is stronger than one bound by dimensions. Yeah,
you could say that. And then there's quantitative transcendence, like how I don't know, fucking pyramids in Egypt are bigger than your house.
Like, nigga, yeah, I get it. Okay, so I just want to rephrase his argument. So is he saying that we don't know if he means higher, like in terms of coordinate, like in terms of literally being higher numerically, or higher dimensional wise?
Not what I said. What I
He's
said.
asking quantitative or qualitative.
Okay, so what does that mean? Okay, what does that mean in this context?
I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong.
What is he asking me to? What is he asking me to prove, basically?
All right, so I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong, Jim. He's asking you, is it abstract or still bound by dimensionality, like 45D? Is that right? Yeah. Or am I lagging?
Like, I think a better way would be to prove, like, what would prove to him. I'm not saying I'm just going to do this necessarily, but what would prove to him that Shibi is 4D, like, hypothetically?
It depends, like, what I see. I'm just giving an interpretation, right?
No, nigga, oh my god. No, I just want you to, like, what would Amato have to say for that to be the case?
What would the statement be?
Yeah, what would he have to say for it to be the case?
I mean, if you can prove that it's regards to what we were talking about with mathematics, that's why we brought up consistency, or whether a concept is mathematically strong, then that could apparently justify it being.
So if he said he mathematically moved to a higher dimension?
No, that mathematically strong. Dude.
What do you mean mathematically shown to? What do you mean mathematically?
Wait. Okay. If it mentions ontology to any degree, the way that we study existence, then it could potentially be 4D.
Okay. Repeat it. Repeat what you just said.
If they mention ontology to the degree that I'm discussing about, then it could potentially be 4D.
What does that mean in this context? What do you mean to ontology? What do you mean?
I just told you what ontology means.
No. I just want you to repeat. Like, the reason why I'm asking you, say what Amato needs to say for him to be 4-dimensional. What would he need to say? Like, I want you to talk as if you're Amato himself.
verbatim. I don't think that has to be a requirement. I just said
Nigga,
what.
no, I just want to understand your argument. You're not making sense to me.
Okay, yeah, Shires, can you explain it to this nigga? Because I don't understand what he's not
Oh,
getting.
Say it again. Jen.
Yeah. So I'm saying, right, if the scan mentions ontology to any degree in the sense of it being self-superior relative to how four-dimensional beings are superior to us, then that could potentially justify this character being 4D.
Okay, he's saying if its existence is stated to be higher in like a higher dimension or whatever the fuck his existence is transcendent, then it would
okay, thank you.
possibly 4D.
Whatever.
Thank you. Okay, cool.
Did I
That's what he.
No. Okay, because we were talking about what does dimension or dimensional mean, because that was one of the interpretations, and the recording even has it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
so
why I
if it
said
represents his existence, then it could possibly be 4D. That's what you're saying, right?
But
yeah, relative to us in the way that we describe four-dimensional beings, but that doesn't have to be the case in every scenario. Then sure. Yeah.
Okay, so is it just okay? So you're just saying if they're using our definition of dimensionality, then yeah, it would follow.
No. Just get a scan.
Bro,
and
why are you so hard to pin down a goddamn position? Damn.
Get a scan. Just get a scan, bro, and see if I agree with him. Because I said it
Nigga,
multiple
no, I'm just asking you. Oh my god. If I don't understand your argument and I keep asking you to repeat your argument, then like, and if we just get to a point where I'm just like, I don't know what you're saying, then you're just like not interacting with the dialectic because I don't know what you're saying. You're talking to nobody.
What don't you understand? What don't you understand?
I'm asking you. What I mean is I'm not sure what burden you're putting onto me. I'm not sure what you're really saying. I'm not sure how you're disagreeing with me, which is why I'm asking you. Are you saying that, okay, are they using the same definition of dimensionality? What do you mean when you say, is it qualitative or quantitative?
Yeah, Shars said it multiple times, but okay, if you want to talk about colloquial, because that's definitions, in the way that we describe four-dimensional beings, because that's why I brought up the term of relativity, because it has to be a comparison. That's what analogies are. If that does fit the criteria of how four-dimensional beings are conveyed within our knowledge system, then your character could potentially be 4D.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I understand. Okay, so it is just what I said. If they're using our definition, then yeah. Okay, cool. So I guess I can go into it. So you understand that, like, then what the fuck are you saying, nigga?
Yeah, I said it multiple times. So sorry, right here.
Nigga, no, because they're just not making it clear for me. I'm just gonna Void. Do you know what he's saying?
I don't think your judge can track here. So what's
Void?
Hold on. Rockestrate, are you talking to me? Are you talking about me, bro?
Yeah, because you're the judge.
Do I need to take care of you again, bro? I don't know. You mix, right?
Oh.
You're mix, right? You're the guy debated like 1 week ago or something, right?
Hey, you got.
Yeah, you're mix, right? Do I need to go on another like 20-minute session of packing the fuck are you again? Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you act like that, bro.
Wait, who
Keep your mouth shut.
who's the packing?
Hey, don't talk. This is the judge talking, okay? Okay. Listen, let's do it like this. If you don't want to explain it again, we'll just move on from this. And if you think that what you said is already like a direct debunk to the Nightflame scale, we go, if what you said does debunk what he said, then you win. If it doesn't, then you don't win. Okay? If you don't want to explain again. If you feel like explaining again, then do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this one more time. Nightflame. You understand what I said? Well, not understand what I said, or the entailment of it. Did you hear what I said?
Probably did. It just sounded like word salad, so I didn't hang on to it.
So which part of it are you confused on?
Just repeat it, and then I'll just say which one I'm confused on.
Relative to us in the way that we compare fourth-dimensional being, because with the way that they exist, like their properties, intrinsics, their analytics, etc. Compared to...
I'm sorry. How? Okay, because this just sounds like what I said, which is they mean our definition of it. Because you're saying if it's how we... Let me finish. if it's how we compare and how we imagine fourth dimensional beings, then that just sounds like I said our definition.
I'm saying that's an entirely different context of what's being said here.
What do you mean? How else could you describe, I'm sorry, how else could you describe what a word means besides its definition? Like, what do you mean by, do they mean how we describe a fourth dimensional being? Is that not their definition?
We have a multitude of definitions. That's what colloquial is. Then we have
But I mean
colloquial.
the way that I mean in this specific context.
I don't know what the context of the claim is. I don't.
Okay, the context of the claim being literally being a being on a higher dimensional plane, being a fourth dimensional being.
How does that make it fourth dimensional?
Nigga, no. That's just the definition that I'm using right now. I'm trying to ask what your argument is.
Is so that?
Are you saying? Hold on. Are you saying that that's not what it is?
I'm saying it doesn't have to be that. No.
Okay, cool. So what you're saying is, oh my god. So what you're saying is they just it's unclear if they're using the same definition I am. Right?
Not what I said, but
what else would that mean? Because you just said no, they don't have to. No. You just said they don't have to. No, nigga. You just said they don't have to mean what I just said. That's a definition, nigga. I don't know why you keep doing this shit, man.
3 times. I don't know.
Because okay, cool. So if they
said it 3 times.
Okay, so if they just mean definition, which I dead ass think like I just described what a definition is, and then he said, "Yeah, I agree with that," and then proceeded when I said it was a definition. He didn't agree with that.
I did not.
I don't know what.
You
just said okay. You just said they don't have to mean what I described. Correct?
That's why I said to us.
Yeah, that's a definition, dumbass.
Nigga,
no. What a word describes. No, let me finish. What a word describes is its definition. Correct? Okay, cool. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Okay, anyway, like I was saying before, the reason why I think it fits the definition of what I described is because I think the only other available definition that we have is like, I think you gave another one, which was like higher in coordinate, which I already said it did make sense.
No.
Do you want to give another definition? Like, what else would it mean?
Multiple.
What was the other one?
That's why we mentioned quantitative and qualitative, dude. Like my judge reiterated.
Oh my god! You didn't.
What I did?
I asked you what you meant, and then you just used more complicated.
Charles, literally said it. What?
I'm just gonna. I just don't know. Okay, what do you mean by that in this context?
Yeah, Charles, explain it to him again.
Quantitative and qualitative.
Yeah.
Qualitative is greater in quality. Quantitative is greater in measurement.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can't those two things be mutually inclusive? Isn't it possible for that to be the case?
No.
Wait. So you're telling me something can't be greater than quality because it's greater than quantity?
It's not what we said.
Okay. Okay. I was just asking. Can't those two things be mutually exclusive? Mutually inclusive. That's what I said. And then you said no. And then I gave you an example of how it could be mutually inclusive. And then you said yes. So I'm confused now.
That's not what I said. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry, but
explain. Are you saying no? So what part are you saying no to?
All right.
Why can't it be mutually inclusive?
We're gonna try this again. Yeah, Charles, explain it one more time.
Oh my god.
Greater in quality and quantity thing.
Yeah.
So qualitative is in reference to quality, and quantitative is reference quantity.
Yeah, I know, and I'm saying, can't those two things be mutually inclusive? Which is to say that something can be. I know. I'm just saying that. I'm explaining to Rock that can't those two things just be like happening at the same time? Like, for example, the reason why Goku could be like a stronger fighter than Frieza is because he literally punches with more force. And because he punches, he quantitatively punches with more force, he is qualitatively a greater fighter.
That's an entirely different semantical context, but okay.
No, nigga. The reason why it's important. No, nigga. Let me finish.
Different mannerisms, dude.
Chill.
No. The reason why it's important. Is if they can exist together, then your argument doesn't fucking matter. You saying is it quantitative or qualitative? Okay, it can just be both. It doesn't matter. Both of them can lead to the conclusion. Let me finish. Both can lead to the conclusion.
Are you done?
Yeah.
That's why I'm talking about the individuality of it.
What do you mean the individuality of it?
The specifics of the term, their properties. One can potentially lead to the other, yes, but that doesn't have to be the case. What?
Okay, I'm sorry, but you have yet to explain why it being one or the other wouldn't lead to my conclusion. You just said it wouldn't.
Okay, if quantity is in reference towards measurement, which is why it goes by definition would transcend space and time, because the way that they exist cannot be expressed by its boundaries, right? That is not qualitative in terms of ontology. I gave you the definition of ontology at least 2 to 3 times. Yes or no?
What? I'm sorry. What the fuck does any of that mean? We were just talking. Okay, we were just talking about how something can be a greater in like pure number, right? I assume if it's your argument is if it's greater in pure number. I'm asking what is greater in pure number? Which part?
What I said, that's a comparison.
What?
We're just like
Greater in pure number in what? What part? What separates Shibi from everything else?
To create an analogy because we're accustomed to that, dude.
What do you mean? No, nigga. Your analogy was just like a word salad. Okay, I'll give you an example. Think of a decent analogy, which is when I said the thing about Goku. What you're talking about just wasn't even like I don't know what you mean. Analogies are useless if they don't explain your argument. That's the point of them.
Yo, Nightflame. Void's energy, his power went out. So he says, get a new judge or go to conclusions. He's not going to be able to actively judge.
Okay, I think we can just go.
Don't worry, I got
it. Okay, so I'm just gonna.
Hello.
Do you need my conclusion, or can I just stop talking? I'd rather stop talking.
Yeah, with the body here, right?
I prefer conclusions for the recording.
Okay. I don't think my opponent, like when I literally just asked him why wouldn't it, if it's qualitatively true or quantitatively true, why one of them wouldn't lead to the conclusion. I asked him various amount of times, like because I just didn't understand anything he was saying, and I don't think if you understand what you're saying, I just can't interact with the argument. It's like if I asked you if we're talking and you just start speaking in a different language. I don't know what the fuck you're saying, so I just can't interact with the argument.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. For a closing statement, if Void is leaving or whatever, I asked him what does this statement mean because we have a multitude of definitions. So that's just what colloquialism is in the sense of commonly used phrases and words, right? Because we have quantitative measurement in the sense that it goes by definition because quantitatively they would transcend space and time in the sense that they cannot be expressed by it due to them being unbounded by the materialism of this set around. Which is why they have to be existent outside a plane, which could be positioned in cosmology, which would be dimensionally higher via what higher means as a term. However, he never answered this, and I even said this earlier because the answer that his body is legitimately immaterial, which can mean a multitude of things. He said that was in reference towards them being existent as relative three-dimensional beings. I asked him why, and with the comparisons that I made earlier, it just doesn't logically follow. So I believe I did one, but that's my conclusion.
I thought Void joined back.
So
to make sure I get what you're saying, Bob, of course, correct me if I'm wrong. You're basically asking what is like in simple terms, what definition is Amato using whenever he says ascended to a higher dimension? You asked him for his interpretation. Said his interpretation, like it could mean other things. So why isn't his interpretation valid? And then y'all went on the jargon fest, right?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I think y'all won.
You think I won, or you think?
I said yeah.
All right, bro.
Can I save the bot? Are you guys done?
His character scale's no right now, so like I'm trying to figure out what's up.
Nightflame.
I'm guessing they're done.
You guys are done, right?
Nightflame said he didn't want to talk anymore.
I was about to say you can get Void to look at Rec if you want.